In Jordan, these things really do exist, and believe me, you will be in for a shock when you discover how this fascinating Middle Eastern country manages to combine ancient traditions with unique and surprising aspects of modern life. Get ready for a journey full of incredible discoveries that will completely change your view of this extraordinary nation. Number 19. The black market in organs. Jordan faces a growing problem with a black market for organs, particularly among desperate refugees. Criminal networks take advantage of the economic vulnerability of people in refugee camps, offering large sums of money for kidneys and other organs. Underground hospitals perform illegal surgeries, putting both donors and recipients at risk. Jordanian authorities have stepped up their crackdown on this practice, but the combination of extreme poverty and growing demand for organs makes the problem particularly challenging. Number 18. The hidden mystery of Petra. One of Jordan's most fascinating secrets is that only 15% of the ancient city of Petra has been discovered to date. Known as the Pink City, due to the pink hue of its sandstone rocks, this UNESCO World Heritage Site holds untold mysteries beneath its sands. The Sick Gorge leads visitors to the famous treasury facade, one of the most impressive architectural wonders of the ancient world, but that's just the beginning. Archaeologists estimate that 85% of the city remains buried, including temples, tunnels, and secret chambers that hold the secrets of the Nabateans. The architectural mastery of this ancient civilization is evident in the structures that have already been uncovered, leading experts to believe that even more astonishing discoveries await beneath the desert sands. Number 17. The week-long wedding celebrations. Jordanian weddings are extraordinary celebrations that last for an entire week and are truly cultural festivals. The event begins with the Jaha, a formal ceremony where the groom's family officially asks for the bride's hand in marriage. Each subsequent day has its own special significance, filled with unique rituals. A highlight is the reading of the Fatiha, a prayer that symbolizes the couple's official commitment. The traditional henna night is particularly special, when the women of the family decorate the bride's hands and feet with intricate designs, symbolizing good luck for the marriage. The festivities reach their climax with the dabke, a folk dance that unites all the guests in a vibrant celebration of family unity. I have a question for you. First, I'd like to tell you that it's possible to keep up with the biggest curiosities of our world every day. But for that, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So have you subscribed yet? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Now that you've done that, let's go. Number 16. The Dead Sea. Located 430 meters below sea level, the Dead Sea is an extraordinary geographical phenomenon that shares borders with Israel and Palestine. Its hypersaline waters create a unique experience. It is impossible to sink due to the high concentration of salt. This natural lake is not only a tour attraction, but also a natural wellness center. Its mineral-rich sediments, especially the famous black clay, are known for their exceptional therapeutic properties. In ancient times, these resources were so valuable that the Egyptians used the natural asphalt from its shores for mummification, and even Cleopatra included its minerals in her beauty rituals. Number 15. The unique beauty of Jordanian women. Jordanian women are internationally renowned for their distinctive and striking beauty. With deep-set eyes and well-defined facial features, they have a natural elegance that sets them apart on the world stage. Despite 96% of the population being Muslim, Jordanian women enjoy a surprising amount of freedom in their clothing. On the streets of Amman, the capital, you can see a fascinating mix of styles, from traditional attire to modern Western wear. Number 14. The life of the Bedouins of Petra. The Bedouins of Petra represent one of the most resilient communities in the world. Masters of desert survival, they have developed extraordinary techniques such as sar, a unique method of cooking food by burying it in the sand. Their deep connection to the desert allows them to find vital resources in seemingly inhospitable places. Bedouin hospitality is legendary. Sharing a meal or tea in their tents is a profound cultural experience. Today, many Bedouins work as tour guides in Petra, sharing their ancient traditions through authentic experiences, such as camel rides and demonstrations of their traditional practices. Number 13. Forced marriages of minors in Jordan. A disturbing reality persists. Underage marriages. Despite government efforts to combat this practice, approximately 8% of girls still marry before the age of 18. Mainly in rural areas and refugee camps. Tradition allows judges to authorize marriages from the age of 15 in special cases, a legal loophole that is often exploited. Economic factors, family pressure, and cultural traditions perpetuate this practice. Families in economic situations see early marriage as a way to ensure financial stability for their daughters. Human rights organizations work actively to change this reality, but they face resistance from religious leaders and traditional communities who defend the practice as part of their culture. Number 12. The Valley of the Moon. Wadi Rum, also known as the Valley of the Moon, is one of Jordan's most extraordinary places. With its vast red dunes and monumental rock formations, this desert is so similar to the Martian surface that it has been used as a location for several science fiction films, including The Martian and Dune. The similarity to Mars is so striking that it inspired the creation of Sun City Camp, a unique tourist complex where visitors can experience what it would be like to live on the Red Planet. Number 11. The Elite Female Battalion. In the heart of Jordan, there is a military force that defies all expectations. An elite battalion composed entirely of women. These extraordinary warriors are part of the Royal Guard and are responsible for protecting the royal family and ensuring national security. With intensive training in hand-to-hand combat, handling advanced weapons and sophisticated military tactics, these women prove that competence has no gender. Their exceptional skills and unquestionable dedication have made them a respected and essential unit for the Jordanian defense system, breaking new ground in a region where military roles have traditionally belonged to men. Number 10. The Historical Treasury of the Middle East. With over 100,000 archaeological sites, Jordan is a veritable open-air museum. Its strategic location at the crossroads of ancient trade routes has resulted in an extraordinary cultural heritage, with influences from the Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman empires. From the Roman ruins of Jerash to the biblical Mount Nebo, each site tells a unique story dating back thousands of years. What is most remarkable is how the country has managed to preserve this rich historical heritage while maintaining impressive stability in the region. Number 9. Marriages between cousins. One of Jordan's most intriguing traditions is the common practice of cousin marriages. This tradition, deeply rooted in local culture, goes beyond simple marriage arrangements. It is a social strategy to preserve family ties and heritage. In some rural communities, these arrangements can be established from childhood, ensuring the continuity of family traditions and the maintenance of property within the same family circle. Number 8. Traditional culinary hospitality. Jordanians deeply value the tradition of eating with one's hands, especially at communal meals. Mansaf, the national dish made with rice, lamb, and a fermented yogurt sauce called jamid, is a perfect example of this culture. Served on large shared platters, the ritual of eating with the right hand, never the left, represents much more than just a simple meal. It is a demonstration of trust, respect, and unity among diners. Number 7. The persecution of atheists. In a country where Islam is the official religion, being an atheist in Jordan can have serious consequences. Although the Constitution guarantees freedom of religion, in practice, atheism is socially unacceptable and can result in family ostracism, social persecution, and even threats to personal safety. People who identify as atheists face discrimination at work, difficulties in personal relationships, and in extreme cases can be accused of blasphemy. Many Jordanian atheists live a double life, keeping their beliefs secret while outwardly participating in religious rituals to avoid trouble. Number 6. The Valley of Meteorites. In the Jordanian desert, there is an area known as the Meteorite Valley, where scientists have discovered one of the largest concentrations of meteorites in the world. This unique location attracts international researchers due to the exceptional preservation of meteorites favored by the dry desert climate. Some specimens found are more than 4.5 billion years old, providing crucial information about the formation of the solar system. Most surprisingly, local residents have developed traditional techniques for identifying these meteorites, which have been passed down from generation to generation. There is even a specialized market where authentic meteorites are legally traded, making Jordan one of the few places in the world where you can buy genuine pieces of space. Number 5. Discrimination against Palestinians. Despite being home to one of the largest populations of Palestinian refugees in the world, Jordan maintains subtle discriminatory policies against this community. Even with Jordanian citizenship, many Palestinians face limitations in accessing important public positions, government services, and economic opportunities. There is an unofficial classification system that differentiates original Jordanians from Palestinian Jordanians affecting everything from the distribution of scholarships to promotions in the civil service. Number 4. The Graveyard of Giants. In northern Jordan, archaeologists have discovered a unique burial site containing human skeletons of extraordinary proportions. Known locally as the Graveyard of the Giants, the site contains the remains of people who lived around 5,000 years ago and were an average of over 6 feet tall, an exceptional figure for the time. Scientists believe that this ancient population developed unique physical characteristics due to a combination of genetic and dietary factors. Most intriguing are the artifacts found alongside the bodies, including proportionally larger than normal tools and weapons, suggesting a civilization adapted to people of great stature. Number 3. The antiquities traffic. The black market for historical artifacts is a serious problem in Jordan. With thousands of archaeological sites spread across the country, trafficking in antiquities has become a lucrative and difficult to control business. Illegal excavations often take place at night in remote areas where professional thieves use sophisticated equipment to locate and extract valuable pieces. It is estimated that millions of dollars worth of historical artifacts are smuggled across the borders each year. The government has implemented strict laws against this crime, but the vastness of the territory and the difficulty of constant monitoring create significant challenges for authorities. Number 2. The exploitation of domestic workers. The plight of foreign domestic workers in Jordan reveals a dark side of the country. Thousands of people, mainly women from Southeast Asia and Africa, work as domestic workers in precarious conditions. Many have their passports confiscated by their employers, work long hours without days off, and face physical and psychological abuse. The kafala sponsorship system legally binds these workers to their employers, creating a relationship of dependency that often leads to exploitation. Number 1. The phenomenon of underground cities. Jordan hides an astonishing secret beneath its sands, a vast network of ancient underground cities. In the capital Amman, archaeologists have discovered tunnels and structures dating back thousands of years, forming a complete underground urban labyrinth. These cities served as refuges during wars and included sophisticated ventilation systems, water storage, and even areas for farming. Most fascinatingly, some of these structures are still used today as natural shelters from the extreme summer heat. Researchers estimate that only 30% of these underground cities have been mapped, suggesting that a vast network of tunnels and chambers still awaits discovery. Some modern Jordanian families have converted parts of these ancient structures into unique residences, creating cave homes that maintain a pleasant temperature year-round without the need for air conditioning. Now I want to know from you, what other country do you want to see here on the channel? Leave your answer below in the comments. Take advantage and click on this video that is appearing on the screen. In it, you will learn about the shocking reality of India, where women openly defecate in the streets. Are you curious? Then click on the video to watch. Well, that's it, and until next time, curious one.